It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel. And the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Caught right side at Snead. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Shotgun now from Murray. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll begin by running the option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Let's go, let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Check those,
Now Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty deep.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 22, Mike 22. He's scared.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Easy. Check 13. Check 52.
From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down.
1st down grab there by Christian Kirk, now in his 4th season with the Arizona Cardinals, and they would like to get the ball to him a little bit more. Just 48 catches last year. Typically, when he catches it, it results in big plays.
1st down, Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Switch.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
Mon going to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. K-Watt short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returning it is Moore. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Let him know, let him know. That's one. Mike 22.
Murray going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Murray now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mond. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangwu. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Nwangwu. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Mond now off of play action. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Mond. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond. He'll check that down to Nwangwu out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. So a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step one, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. On the give is Nwangu, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Smith catches left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch,
and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Mon. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mon looks to throw. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Another tremendous play by Xavier Howard. 10 interceptions, led the NFL last year. And he's the first defender since Antonio Cromartie in 2007 with 10 or more in a season. When you throw it in his area, you're taking a gamble.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They go play action here. Mon. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his 2nd year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point good by Prater. And this is back to a 5-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run now for Nwangu. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off the play fake, Mon. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mon. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. This goes out wide from Madison. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Touchdown, Vikings! D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Here's Murray from midfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray to air it out again. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Aldon Smith there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mond going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Mike 22, Mike 22. Right here.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings. Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find Nwangwu underneath. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll run with Nwangwu. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's 3rd down. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on to victory, there would be their 3rd of the year. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Nwangwu going to get it on the counter. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. The run is Nwangwu. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one.